What up, y'all? Manasseh here, and welcome back to another episode of Mintermission. And for this episode, I have a special guest. He is a close friend of mine from high school. He's quite the cinephile himself. We talk about movies all the time, so I figured this would, he'll be an appropriate guest. And meet Alex Abadi, aka Timon the Meerkat, formerly known as Chubby Cousin. How you doing, bro?
Well, Manasseh, I'm just really happy to be here, and I'm not just saying that because I'm being paid. It really is an honor and a privilege to be here, even though I'm being paid a large sum of money to be here.
When you were smiling from the beginning, I knew you were bullshit at the beginning. Oh,
What do
look at
you
you.
mean? I mean, I'm very happy.
I'm glad you're happy. All right. So this is going to be a fun episode. So what we're going to do is we are going to start with a hot seat section. So I'm going to ask you a couple of questions, and
Okay.
then later on, we're going to be doing a tier list for none other than Quentin Tarantino. We're going to be ranking his filmography. I'm sure there's going to be some things we're going to agree on, some things we're going to disagree on, but that's what it is. This is a debate show. So this is going to be a lot of fun. So let's start with the hot seat. Are you ready?
Let's do it. Just don't put your feet up to the camera when we get to Tarantino, because don't want to
Yeah,
get
that's what.
banned from
Yeah,
YouTube.
I don't know if you saw, but there was this report where Uma Thurman gave her daughter Maya Hawke advice,
Oh yeah,
and she
yeah,
was like, "Don't show your feet on screen,"
I saw
because
that.
she did that in Kill Bill. So I thought that was hilarious. But yeah, that was funny. All right, so let's start with the first question. So, tell me what's your favorite film that came out this year? Or give me like your top three. If you don't have a top three, you can just give me one that's like your number one favorite.
It's a good question.
Mhm.
Uh, I mean, the first one comes to mind is the Naked Gun, and like, because that was like, you know, going to the theater. Like, I think that was probably the hardest I've ever laughed in a movie theater, and like, I'm not even exaggerating when I say that. Like, that's probably the funniest movie that I've seen in a really long time, and it just made me very appreciative to Kiva Schaffer, like Seth MacFarlane, everybody that was involved in reviving that franchise, because going into it, I had never seen a Naked Gun, any of the older movies with Leslie Nielsen, and so watching that, I was like, man, this is like it's so fun. And like I told you this too. I was like, man, if I ever made a movie, this is the movie I'd want to make. Like, just joke after joke throughout, like not one scene. Like there wasn't a single scene in that movie that I wasn't falling to the floor laughing. And so that was definitely one of my favorite movies. Another one would probably be Sinners.
Mm.
And I don't watch horror movies at all, like, ever. I
I
think,
know, I know you hate them. Yeah.
like, we watched Terrifier, and the whole time I was thinking, "Why would you put me through that?" Like,
You
that's like
enjoyed it, so that's what
no, I
matters.
liked I liked what's her name? You know her name. Is I don't even know her name.
Oh, the girl from Terrifier?
Was it
Sienna?
Vanessa? Sienna, yeah.
Sienna. That's her character's name. Her real name is Lauren Lavera. But yeah,
Uh,
Sienna is her
Something
character's
like
name.
that.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I
yeah.
was
Yeah.
like,
Sienna's great. I like her. Yeah.
yeah, that was the highlight of that movie. But in general, like, I don't even watch horror movies, so to see Ryan Coogler, like, mix music with horror and, like, all those vampires. Like, what was that one scene? Wasn't there a scene with the one of the guys, like, he tried to come back to the party and make him think that he was, like, normal?
Oh,
Like, the
the
big
what's his
guy. What
name?
was his
You
name?
talking about cornbread? Cornbread. That was
Cornbread, yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Cornbread.
He
When he's
was like,
all
he was
like,
like, "Hey man, let me in. You're having a party."
Yeah, it's funny.
And then
And
Smoke
then
was
he's like,
like, "Yo, man, you were outside for a long time. What you doing? And why you sweating so much?" Some shit
exactly.
like that. Oh yeah.
Well,
Okay.
yeah.
No, those are great picks, man. Yeah, I mean, I love the Naked Gun too. Sinners is probably my number one. I would say my number two is One Battle After Another. I think those are the top two for me. Yeah, those are
That
the
was
ones
also a
that.
highlight
Yeah.
for sure. Especially when like DiCaprio was in that car. He's like speaking Spanish, like, "Hey, Gracias!" And he's
Yeah.
just driving off.
Man, it was funny. It's funny. So many funny
Funny man.
one-liners, acting, and all. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting how I'm gonna, you know, reorganize my top 10 list because there are still several movies coming out this year that I'm
Yeah.
anticipating, which goes to my next question. Which film are you anticipating the most that hasn't come out yet to the
Hmm.
for this year?
For this year?
For this year.
Um,
So we got The Running Man, we got well, I know you don't like musicals, so I was gonna say Wicked for Good, but that's fine. We got
but I
Marty
mean,
Supreme. We got
mm,
um there's Hamnet, this new Shakespeare
mm,
film with Paul Mescal.
mm,
There's what's this coming out? I'm trying to think. Oh, Zootopia 2. I'm looking forward to that. Uh
hell no.
you
Zootopia
didn't you
too.
what you didn't like Zootopia? The first one?
It was all right, but I
I
don't know if I'm
loved
gonna
it.
watch the second one.
Okay, okay, fair. But yeah, I can't remember off the top of my head. Those are the ones I could think of. But do you have a pick? Are
For
we
me,
looking
it's
for?
probably the new Knives Out. I forgot the name. The
Yes,
Knives Out
Wake Up
one.
Dead Man. Oh
Wake Up
yeah,
Dead Man.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
the one I'm looking forward to the most.
Absolutely,
Probably.
absolutely. I'm a sucker for the Knives Out movies, bro. Can't wait for the
For
third one. I
sure.
do I do want to rewatch the first one and Glass Onion because I haven't seen them in a while. So I'm planning on doing that before
Yeah.
that comes out. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. All right. And the next question I have is what's your favorite TV show of all time, if you had to pick one? Could be any
Like,
genre, could be
yeah.
animated, live action, something that's just your number one.
Yeah, I mean, my answer has been the same probably since I was like 12 years old, 11
Mm,
years old. It's The Simpsons. I think to me that's the greatest television show ever made. Like for so many reasons. Like I probably wouldn't even be able to go in, to go into all of them, but it's just like to me it's like that to me that's how you make television. And like yeah,
and I
easily my
bet you,
favorite show.
yeah, and I bet you're excited for that movie. It's coming out in 2027.
Yeah, when they said they're making the new movie, that was probably like the best news I heard in a long time. Because I was
Hmm.
like, 20 years later, you're gonna make another movie.
I
You
didn't think
waited
it would
20
happen.
years.
Yeah, yeah. No,
Listen, all right, I'm watching it regardless.
I
Like
know.
that
You're,
says like I
yeah.
still watch it. I still watch the show like every episode, and like they've teased it for a very, very, very long time.
Mm.
Everybody's been asking when they're gonna put out the next one, and they kept denying all the rumors that they were gonna make another movie. So this is just probably it's like the best news that could have ever come out of Disney or whoever. Probably Disney now. They own
Yeah,
Fox, but
yeah.
yeah.
It is Disney now. Okay, okay.
Good.
All right. Now, this is my second to last question. You, so I know that your favorite movie of all time is Spider-Man No Way Home, correct? Is it still number one for you?
Think it might still be. I think it's easily the best experience I've had in a movie theater
Hmm. Hmm.
for
I remember
sure.
we watched it opening night. When the credits rolled, you were like, I looked at you because you were next to me and you were like, but I'll say I'm not even exaggerating, but this is the greatest movie I've ever watched. Like, you didn't even give it time. immediately you were like, "This is the greatest movie of all time," and
But
that
how'd they pull
was
that off?
fresh.
How'd they pull it off?
Fair, fair. No, they
You got the Ned's grandma going like, Tomatito, Tomatito, Tomatito. And then freaking when Andrew Garfield's all like, when Ned's all like, I
yeah,
wish,
yeah, yeah.
I wish you could come back home. And then you
Like
just see
Peter
Andrew Garfield,
Parker.
and she was like,
Yeah, yeah. It was a
that's
great
like
theater experience. Yeah, I'll give you that.
good stuff. That's
Mm-hmm.
like,
Mm-hmm.
it's like, because it's hard to bring together 20 years of cinema, especially one character. And there's like, there's a fear that you could mess it up. But they tied everything together to me so perfectly. And, this is something that you also brought up that I, appreciated was like Peter Parker had, he faced some real stakes in that movie. It's like
Did.
he faced some real consequence. Like, he faced some real hardship in that movie.
Yep. Absolutely. And I mean that's
So,
what that's what makes sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but no, I was going to say that's what makes Spider-Man, such a beloved character because of his struggles, and that's what makes him relatable to a lot of people. All right, and this is my final question. And this is not movie related, but I think it's a very interesting question to ask. So would you rather have the ability to see 10 minutes into the future or 150 years into the future? All right, you know what? I think I was baked when I wrote that question. My bad. I mean, you could still answer the question, but I think I was baked.
my answer there is, how about that Tarantino guy, huh? Got a lot of feet going around.
All right. So the next thing we're gonna do is so I saw this photo on IG a couple days ago, and I thought it'd be an interesting thing to add to this episode. And I'm gonna share my screen real quick, and I want to get your thoughts on this. Let me hold on. Let me all right, let me know if you can see my screen.
All right. Yep.
Yeah, so it's
Got
the
it.
top 10 actors of the 2020s. So I looked at it and I was like, okay, they've picked some good choices, but there were a couple of questionable choices to me. So before I get into my thoughts on it, I want you to tell me, like, do you think this list is valid? Is there anyone that you think shouldn't be on the list? And if so, who would you replace them?
Okay, this is the 2020s. All right,
Yeah, the
that's
2020s, the last
yeah,
5 years.
definitely helps me. I mean, I'll give it to Timothy Chalamet. Like yeah, this
100%.
is he definitely deserves to be there. Emma Stone.
100%.
I mean, you know this. I didn't like Poor Things.
I know,
And
but
like,
but
even
but but
though she was
but
great.
yeah, but I think this is about their performances and not
Uh,
their movies.
so,
Yeah.
but like, yeah. I mean, if we're going off of that, I think she was great in Poor Things.
Mhm.
And Willem Dafoe, I'm surprised he wasn't here
Yeah.
for
Yeah. Willem
and
Willem
like
Dafoe should be Willem Dafoe should be in the top 10. Um,
Dafoe should have been here, and Colin Farrell, like that definitely should definitely be there for sure.
absolutely.
Ralph Fiennes, is it Fiennes? Phineas?
It's Ray
Blur
Fiennes. Yeah, it's
Ray
weird
Fiennes?
because his name is spelled Ralph, but it's pronounced Ray. I don't know. It's weird, but it's Ray Fiennes. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But
Jesse
but but
Plemons.
is there anyone here that you would take out?
Daniel Kaluuya. I don't think he was in that many movies within
He
that
wasn't.
quarter. Same with Tom Cruise.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I'm thinking like, what if you just But
They've
who would you
both been in only three films
three films?
since
Yeah,
2020.
so it's like if you take him out, who do you replace him with?
Well, that's the thing. So the two that you just named are the exact ones that I said shouldn't be on the list. I don't think Tom
Yeah,
Cruise should be on the list. Now, has he been in some blockbusters? Of course. Top Gun
yeah,
Maverick, Mission Ball 7 and 8. But to me, he has given way better performances in the 2010s, the 2000s, and the 90s. That's why I wouldn't put
yeah,
him in the top 10. I mean, and I love Daniel Kaluuya, but like you said, it's not enough work. You know, you have Nope, Across the Spider-Verse, if we're counting animated, and Judas and the Black Messiah. So what I would do is I would take Tom Cruise out and I would replace him with Florence Pugh. Florence Pugh deserves to be on this list. If you look at her
okay.
run, it's it's damn
Or
near
even
unmatched, bro.
you know who else I'd add here is Killian Murphy. I'm surprised he wasn't here.
Cillian
Oppenheimer,
Murphy.
and
Interesting. I don't know about
he wasn't in another movie.
not that I can think of, no, because I've only seen him in Peaky Blinders and Oppenheimer, but Peaky Blinders was, I mean, that started before, 2020. So I'm not saying it's a bad choice. I think it's a better option than Tom Cruise, but I think Florence Pugh is a much better selection. And for Daniel Kaluuya, I would replace him with Coleman Domingo. I think Coleman Domingo has had a much stronger run with
Wondering.
Rustin, Sing Sing, The Color Purple, and he's going to be in The Running Man for this year. But everyone else is valid. Jesse Plemons, absolutely.
Killian Murphy.
Glenn Powell, absolutely. I would fix the ordering. I don't think Leo should be top three, maybe definitely top 10, but I would switch him with Robert Pattinson. I think Robert Pattinson should be
Mm.
higher than him if we're talking this decade, you know.
Yeah, I can see that. Even yeah, like Mickey 17 and like that was a good movie.
Yeah. And
And
The
Batman,
Lighthouse, The
Lighthouse,
Batman.
Batman.
I was gonna say Good Time, but that came out 2017, so that's not gonna work. So yeah, yeah. I think we're both on the same page with this.
Okay.
Uh, yeah, I guess we're done with that. All right. So that was a good one. So now we're gonna get into the nitty-gritty. The tier list for Quentin Tarantino. We're both fans of Tarantino, so I figured
Mm,
this would be a great idea for us to do. Now,
mm,
you've said that he's your favorite director of all time. He's one of my favorites, but he's your number one favorite. So before I share my screen and get to the tier list,
yeah.
can you tell me why he's your number one favorite? Like, what is it about his work, his movies that resonate with you the most out of all the other directors that ever existed?
I think for me, what I've always appreciated about Tarantino is regardless of what the movie's about, he's always been able to incorporate humor into it.
Mm.
And that's something that like I that I love when people do because I feel like more films should have at least some humor in them, to at least to some extent. And I love how he mixes that with the kind of like absurdity of some of, with some of the scenes in his movies. And like, it's just, he shoots his movies in a very unique way, even with the dialogue. Uh, Some of the dialogue, like, you wouldn't hear in other movies. It's just like I don't know what it is. It's just every time I watch a movie, it's just like I always feel entertained and I want to know what happens next because I don't really ever know where he's gonna go with the movie, so it keeps me engaged.
Hey,
So I guess
good
that's
answer.
probably why.
Good answer. Good answer. And I definitely I agree with some of the things you said. I think Tarantino's greatest attribute is his writing. it don't even have to be something that's action heavy. It's just he knows how to engage the audience with the with just the writing, and the
Yeah.
dialogue that comes from the characters. So, all right, now let's get to the tier list.
All right,
Oh,
before we start though, I gotta say Chick-fil-A S tier. That's the first one.
Chick-fil-A S tier, huh? Right away.
Chick-fil-A S tier.
Okay. And why would that be S tier? Do you think that's the best written movie that he ever wrote?
Probably.
Hmm. Yeah. Like I wish Chick-fil-A got more love than it did, but it's people sleep on that, man. They sleep on
It's the pickles. I don't know what to tell you.
the pickles,
Should
huh?
have taken out the pickles.
For
Probably would
sure.
have been Oscar nominated.
Yeah, the
But
pickles were the pickles were the filler. You know what I mean?
or
Yeah.
they're hiding under the tongue. Like what's that SpongeBob episode where he's like,
You forgot the pickles. It was Bubble Bass.
Bubble Bass, that's what it was.
Also, the other unfortunate thing is they don't show the movie on Sundays. So
Yeah, what's
it
up with
didn't
that?
make enough money because they have zero show times on Sundays for
I know
Chick-fil-A.
you got popcorn the movie, which is
Mm,
or as I like to call it, pop the flop.
pop
Because
the flop. Mm.
anyways, let's
You just ran out of words to say. Listen, you gotta
looking
come
at
prepared, okay? You're on mentor mission. Get your shit together.
listen, man, it's your show. I'm just here because I'm getting paid.
All right, let's do this. Yeah, bring that energy. You know what I'm saying?
You see how he talks to me? Now we're gonna pull up to the tier list. Why aren't you on this tier list? Let's rank you. Let's put you down on D and just call it an episode.
Hey man. If you were on this list, I would rank you all the way down in the bottom.
All
Yeah,
right.
how's that feel? All
All right, let's get
right,
started.
listen. We got S tier, A tier, B tier, C tier, and D tier.
Mm,
Excuse the ads because listen, I'm not gonna pay an ad-free subscription for a tier maker because it's too expensive. So just ignore the ads. So we're gonna start off with Reservoir Dogs. This was his directorial debut. What do you think about this movie, and where would you place it in this list?
it's important. I don't know. To me, it's like
It's an interesting one. That's all
an
I'll say.
interesting one. There's not really much I can say about Reservoir Dogs. I guess, like, from what I remember, it seemed like they're just planning a heist, or they're planning to do something, and a lot of things go wrong. Is my remembering of it? Would you say that's accurate?
Yeah, I'd
Or
say
like,
so. I mean, the thing with me with Reservoir Dogs is like it's enjoyable, but it's not it's not very rewatchable for me. I don't know what it is. Like when I
yeah,
think of Tarantino's work,
yeah,
I don't place Reservoir Dogs that high. You know what I'm saying? But it's still an enjoyable film. But again, this was his first movie. He didn't like
yeah. I mean,
like when you're introduced to Tarantino and you watch this, like you can see that there's a lot of potential. Like you saw
yeah,
he was cooking, and then he got better later on in his career. But
for sure.
it's still not a bad film. I think I would go B tier. I think it's a solid film, not as
B tier.
rewatchable as his others, but I would say B tier. It's solid. It's good.
Okay.
You agree?
Um, I was gonna put it in the C tier
Listen,
just
I was thinking
because
C also. I was thinking C also, but I have another film that I want to put in C
the
tier.
C. All right.
No, no, no. But listen. If you think we should do C, well, we can flip a coin if we disagree.
I
It's all
mean,
good.
I mean, I don't mind putting it in the B tier. It was just that my first thought was like the C tier because I haven't gone back to it, and so it's not really one that I remember.
Okay. All right. We'll do
But
B then. Because I agree with you.
yeah.
Oh, now this one right here, Pulp Fiction.
Oh,
Mm,
that's S tier for sure.
it is, man. This was
It's
my
one of
introduction. This was, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, like, this is, like, one of his most quoted ones as far as, like, it had a lot of memorable quotes and scenes.
Memorable scenes, memorable quotes. Think this was my I think this was my introduction to Tarantino. Like I vividly remember watching this for the first time. It was my freshman year of college, believe it or not. Because I didn't I think I may have saw bits and pieces of his other films when I was in high school, but I
Yeah.
haven't watched any of them from beginning to end, like fully.
Yeah.
This was the first one I saw fully, and yeah, man, I was glued to the screen. I mean, Samuel Jackson and John Travolta, like on paper, I didn't think that would work at all because I'm like, okay, you're getting the guy from Grease and the
Yeah.
guy from Coach Carter, Snakes on a Plane, and putting them in a movie together, and it somehow worked. I thought they had pretty good chemistry together. And you got the iconic dance sequence with Uma Thurman and John
Uma Thurman, John
Travolta.
Travolta.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
wait, that's the other thing I was gonna say. The way he incorporates the music into his
yes.
movies, because I remember watching an interview he did where he's like, he chooses like, he picks the music first before he writes his screenplays. It's like he
Mhm.
thinks about the music before he thinks about the plot and, like, what he's gonna write, which I thought was an interesting way to write your movies because, I mean, I'm sure a lot of other screenwriters and filmmakers will tailor the music to the script, but with him, it's the other way around, and it's, like, pretty unique, but anyway, but to kinda get back to what you were saying, like, yeah, that those scenes were like, they stick out to me the most when I think about Tarantino. It was just them in the car and, like, the Royale with cheese and, like, the
And
Kahuna burger.
yeah, and one of my favorite parts is when Samuel Jackson and John Travolta are arguing about if giving a woman a foot massage is like something that's very intimate or something that only a partner should do to
Yeah,
that the girl's partner should do to her. But basically Samuel Jackson was like, like, oh, it's not that intimate. Like I give foot massages to girls all the time. And then Don Travolta was like, oh really? So you don't think it's that big of a deal? Would you give a guy a foot massage? And he went, oh.
oh,
Well,
yeah,
he got him good. He was like, ah, see? So it ain't that
there you go.
easy to give a foot massage. He got him good. Also, I don't know if I told you this, but one of the theater plays that I did at my college,
Mm,
I used the a monologue from Pulp Fiction, the one where Samuel Jackson was quoting the Bible, Ezekiel 17, blah blah blah. I used that as my monologue during audition,
for your
bruh.
audition?
Yeah, man.
Wow.
I was yelling out loud 'cause you know how angry he was at that scene as he was confronting the boy
Yeah,
who screwed with Mr. Wallace. Man, I killed that, and it was pretty cool. That's one of the most popular monologues, not just in movies, but even when people audition for theater plays, a lot of them
mm,
use that. You know,
really?
yeah, I used to remember it was like what the path of the righteous man is beset on all sides by the iniquities of
Yeah,
the selfish, blah blah. And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance, furious anger. You will know my name is the Lord when I lay my vengeance on thee. Yeah, like that.
that's interesting. I thought it would have been like, I know when I took an acting class in college, like, I had to do a monologue, and I chose the one from the play, was it Fences? The one that they made a movie from with,
Oh, with Denzel?
Denzel, yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Viola
I picked that
Davis.
one where he's like, "You sleep in my house, sitting with my bedclothes," or whatever whatever that was, "and you come asking me for a favor."
Oh, that movie was crazy, dude. So dark.
Yeah.
He was like, "Why do you think I do that? because I like
I
because
love
you
you.
like me.
I ain't got
No,
to
I
love
ain't gotta like you.
you. I ain't gotta like you.
Oh man, he was so mean. So yeah, we agree it's S tier. Yeah,
I think it's S tier for sure.
absolutely,
We gotta
absolutely. No,
put
I
it up
agree.
there.
I agree. All right, the next one is Jackie Brown. So my feelings of Jackie Brown are quite similar to my feelings on Reservoir Dogs, where I think it's a good movie, but again, not very rewatchable, in my opinion. But I actually think I like it more than Reservoir Dogs. But again, it's not
Really?
I think I enjoyed it more because I think Jackie Brown has more memorable scenes than Reservoir
Really?
Dogs. I think I do. Like, there's not a scene in Reservoir Dogs that's
Yeah.
more entertaining to me than the scene when Robert De Niro shot the girl out in
In the
the
parking
parking
lot.
lot. Remember? He got
Yeah.
so annoyed by her. He was like, Shut your mouth. Don't say one more word." She kept talking, and then he pulled out his guns. Like,
Yes.
if you're gonna shoot somebody, why are you doing it out in the open? You know what I
I
mean? Like
guess
anyone could have saw that, but
you must have been so
he was so
agitated.
he was so annoyed. Yeah.
I mean, I don't blame him. But like it's y- you know the funny thing is I was gonna say the exact opposite. Like to me that's the one that I remembered the least.
Oh, really?
Until you brought up that parking lot scene, I remembered that I just like it just hit me that that was from Jackie Brown. I thought that was from another movie.
Ah, interesting.
So I'm like, yeah,
But
it
so,
was.
so you like Reservoir Dogs more, is what you're saying?
I mean, to me, it was more memorable. Like it's still, I remember more scenes from that movie than Jackie Brown. But
Interesting.
so I was gonna put in the D tier because I'm like, I don't really remember anything about this
Really?
movie. But
You know what
I mean,
D means? D means you don't like it at all. So you're telling me you don't like Jackie Brown?
okay, if we're doing it based off of that, maybe like the C tier or
I
something.
mean, yeah. Well, what did you think D meant? You thought it meant, it's okay. No, it's worse than okay.
No, it's like the way I was thinking about whether I would like it or is if I could recall
Okay, fair enough.
scenes from
Fair
that movie.
enough.
Because I'm like, if I can recall, if I can recall more scenes from that movie that I must have really enjoyed it. Like Pulp Fiction, I'm like, I could quote that movie, you know, for a long time because I really enjoyed watching it.
Fair
But with
enough. Fair
Jackie
enough.
Brown is like now that's the only scene I remember is the parking lot scene. So I must not have found it like enjoyable or
Okay. Okay.
memorable enough for me to say that like I like this movie.
Okay. Okay. And I will bring up this though.
Mm,
I will say Jackie Brown again. It's it's a good, enjoyable film, but it's the only film from Tarantino's catalog that doesn't feel like a Tarantino.
yeah,
And I think that's part of the reason why you don't remember it that much because I don't know how to explain it, but when you're watching a Tarantino movie, you know it's a Tarantino movie because he has that signature style. He has that flair. He has that
yeah.
je ne sais quoi that I think Jackie Brown lacks.
But
Jackie
like,
Brown feels like he's doing someone else's work.
yeah, as like
Yeah,
to me, there's always a certain level of absurdity that he maintains throughout his movies. And with this one, it's just like the pacing was just like it was not as or it didn't really incorporate as many absurdist elements for it to be memorable for me where I go, oh my gosh, like you remember that scene? Do you remember the that scene where he goes like where he like cuts off their scalps? Like I didn't
mhm.
really get any of that with this movie. And so to me it was
Okay.
like it's not very memorable.
Okay. You know what? I think I'm okay. I'll be okay with putting it at C. Because I remember because initially you were thinking of putting Reservoir Dogs at C, but I put it at B. I think Actually, no, yeah. Now that I think about it, I'm okay with C. Even though,
Okay.
even though I think it's fine for it to be a B, I
Yeah.
think I'm okay with that placement. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. At least Reservoir Dogs felt like a Tarantino film, even though I don't
Yeah.
love it like that. You know. Okay, now Kill Bill Volume One. I want to go S with this, bro.
I was
I
gonna say the same thing.
love this movie. Oh
I was
my
gonna
god!
say the
Like,
same thing. S tier.
yeah, man. I think it's perfectly paced. The action is so fun. Uma Thurman kicks ass, and it's just everything about it is just the writing is it's just a tight script. Like there's not it doesn't drag at all. You
No
know?
filler, nothing. And that's
Mm.
what I was gonna say. I think the action sequences might be my favorite from any of his movies because they're
Oh,
like
for sure, for sure.
they're very intense and everything just happens so quickly and that like just keeps you engaged. Like
Yep, yep.
and
I
like
agree.
uh, uh, some of the moves that they do, you're like, how long did it take them to choreograph that? Because it's just so like first I think of is the scene when she goes to what's her name? Vivica Fox's character. What was her name? Black Mamba?
Oh yeah, yeah. Because she was the verse. She was her first target. I think.
First target, yeah. And then like the fight they have at her house,
Oh man,
and
she looks
even
at her.
like
Yeah,
to me, when I think of action, that's like has like some of the best action sequences. Not in a Tarantino movie, but that I've seen in film.
no, 100%. And you can make the argument that this movie set the standard for a lot of revenge stories
Oh
that
yeah.
came out after Kill Bill. Because I remember watching so many revenge movies before I watched Kill Bill for the first time. And then when I watched Kill Bill, I was like, wait, I feel like I've seen this before. But then you
Yeah,
realize, oh, this was the first of its kind. And a lot
for
of
sure.
movies took inspiration from it. So I was like, damn, like
And not even yeah, not even
he
just
was,
film.
I know.
He like it's been very influential in like other art forms and other medium, music, hip hop, or
Oh,
like
for sure.
you know
Like, what's that
art.
song called? Chill Bill. I forgot who the
Kill Bill,
artist
yeah.
was. Yeah.
Was it
And they,
Rob Stone?
I
Rob
think
Stone
so.
and like
Yeah.
yeah,
And he used the whistling as part of the
yeah.
instrumental.
He
So
sampled it.
that was
Yeah,
pretty cool. Yeah. And I never
that was
heard of
cool.
Kill Bill until because I heard Chill Bill and I was like, oh, I don't know what this is about. And then when I watched Kill Bill, I was like, oh, that's where that song came.
That's where the whistle came from. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely S tier. Now, part two. Okay. I don't know where you think of putting this. Okay, I think I want to go B with Kill Bill Part Two.
B.
Th- This is the reason why I say
Really?
I think Kill Bill Part Two is still really good. I still
Hmm.
love it, but it does drag a bit, especially in the second act of the film when we the flashbacks. I think some of the flashbacks do drag a bit. I understand
I
that
think
they're
so.
important for the story, but
That's what I was gonna say. I feel like,
it is important. Like her training with that you know the Asian
yeah,
kung fu master and her the wedding scene. And
yeah.
it's when we get to know what her name is. Because in part one, we didn't know what her name was. But then in part two, we learned it's Beatrice. But we just know
I think so.
we only knew her as the bride in part one,
Yeah,
but we didn't know what she was in part two. But I don't know, like it's still an enjoyable film, and I think that some of the action scenes are still cool. I just feel like volume one is much tighter. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I think the reason why. So I was gonna put in the A tier because I
Mm.
feel like those flashbacks. They answered a lot of questions for me, and I feel like they provide a lot of
Fair.
context to who she is and why she's out to kill Bill and why she, was targeting those specific people. Because we see, in Kill Bill Volume 1, we kept seeing images of a wedding, but we didn't know what that had to do with her quest, or like why she was out to kill him, and then later on you see, oh, that it answered a lot of questions for me. So I was like, and the final battle when she's fighting, what's her name?
Final battle. Wait.
Who's
Is the final battle where when she fought Bill?
was it? So wait, was the volume one was when she fought Lucy Liu, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, then
Volume two
okay,
is when she
I think
fought.
I mixed it up.
Yeah. Volume two is when she fought Bill
Bill,
and
yeah.
the girl with the eye patch.
Yep.
I could be convinced with A tier because it's definitely not S tier. Maybe I'm being a little harsh, but
I mean, listen, if you want to put in the B tier,
listen. This is a
I won't
debate.
oppose it.
It's a debate show, bro. If you feel strong about it, stand your ground. You know what I mean?
I think it should go on the A tier, but if you think that there's another movie that should go up there,
You know what?
then
I'll
we
flip a
can talk
coin
about that.
because I'm fine with either or, but I'm gonna let fate decide. I'm gonna be Harvey Dent in this case. You know,
Hold on.
unbiased, unprejudiced.
If you're gonna be Harvey Dent, you gotta fix half of your face though. You gotta be like,
No. That's Two Face. I said Harvey Dent. He was still flipping the coin. All right. So, what do you want to do? Heads or tails?
I mean, I guess I pick heads.
All right. So heads is A tier, tails is B tier. I'm doing it on the phone. I'll flip a coin. All right, here we go. Let's flip it. Heads. It's A tier.
Let's
There you
do
go.
it. Let's
All right,
go,
all right,
baby.
all right, all right. You convinced me though. I'm not gonna lie. So pretty good. All right, the next one is Death Proof. Now, okay, I'll be completely transparent. I haven't. I've told you before that this is the only one that I haven't seen from his catalog, and I haven't had the
Yeah,
time to watch it for the last couple of weeks. But I know you've seen
fair.
it, so I want you to give me your thoughts on it and where you would place it, because I can't argue since I haven't seen it. So go ahead.
Uh, Death Proof. I mean, again, I saw it once, like a couple years ago, but
Mhm.
like, I don't know. It's just like it seems like the things that the main character did, like they didn't really like give a reason. I think I'm convinced that he's just crazy and that he was just killing people just because. Maybe because I know like he used to be like a stunt man, and then maybe something happened in his career where he, couldn't do it anymore, and so then he, just goes out drinking, whatever. He sees a bunch of girls, and then he like freaking runs them over with his car, just like killing people. I don't know. It just like it feels like a lot of things he like when he kills people. Like I don't know. I feel like maybe I do need to watch it again, but it seemed like he was just doing it for no reason. And to me, it wasn't kind of like Jackie Brown. It was not a very memorable film. So I probably put it in like the C tier, or even the D tier, because it's not really. To me, that's like one of his least memorable movies for me.
Mhm.
Uh,
Honestly, I don't think you're in the minority on that because from what I've seen on Letterbox and
yeah,
discussing with other folks, they don't have this ranked very high when they do their own rankings for Quentin Tarantino's catalog. I mean, none of them have
yeah,
said it was like garbage or bad or nothing like that, but like you said,
yeah,
it's not. It's a movie that's from what a lot of people say, average at best.
yeah.
Do you enjoy? If you're going to put it at C, then you think it's on par with Jackie Brown, or do you think it's worse than Jackie?
Looking back, I'm I think I might have liked this one less than Jackie Brown, so I put it in the D tier.
All right, there we go. There we go. I'm still curious to check it out, though, so I might do it sometime.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
would
the next
highly
one is.
suggest it.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I would suggest it even to just like say that you watched it, but
Yeah. So here we go. Inglorious Bastards, the most beloved Tarantino films.
you
Beloved.
did.
Everyone loves it. A lot of people have it. A lot of people say it's his best movie, or top two, or top three. But this is going to be an interesting discussion. I'm going to let you go first.
I would definitely put this in maybe the A tier.
A tier? Okay.
A tier for sure. Because simply, I think Christoph Waltz is probably the greatest antagonist in any of the Tarantino movies. Just the way that, like,
It's
because
arguable for sure.
yeah, because even like when I heard about him, like how he approached that character, it's like it seemed like there wasn't a lot of work that went into it, but when you watch the movie, it's like, how did he present so much range and emotion from, like, even though he claims to not have put as much work as everyone thought he did into that character. But in, like, the scene where, like, the burn of the whole theater and, like, the cutting off scalps, that's the absurdity that I feel like I feel like that's this signature Tarantino absurdist elements that he, like, I feel like this movie is the prime example of the blend of absurdity with, like, humor. I think this is, like, the epitome of a Tarantino movie. I think it's one of his best movies, but if I'm thinking about, like, Kill Bill and Pulp Fiction,
Mm.
I don't know if I put it higher than those, but I definitely put it in the A tier.
All right. All right.
Where would you
Well,
put it?
I hate to disagree with you, bro, but for me, this is a C tier film. I know. I know.
Steve,
Yeah, I know. I know it's controversial, but let me explain.
really?
I've always listen. I don't think this is a bad movie yet. I don't.
No.
I think it's a decent film that has some really high highs, like the
Yeah.
opening scene with Christoph Waltz um when he encounters that family, but he knew all along that they were hiding a Jewish family underneath the house, right?
Yeah.
And he knew all
Uh,
along, like it's a
mhm.
tremendous opening scene. Arguably might be the best opening scene out of any of Tarantino's films. And like you said, the scene at the end in the theater with the German woman on the
Yeah.
screen speaking and they're burning all the Nazis. I'm like, yeah, that's great. That's what I'm saying. So the opening scene of this movie is great. The ending is great. My problem is everything else in the middle. It, there, there are good chunks of the middle of the film where I can't even tell you what happens. It's
Well,
filler to me. Everything that happens in the middle. And when
mm,
Christoph Waltz is not on screen,
yeah.
to me it's just like, okay, it's whatever. Like I thought Brad Pitt's character was kind of forgettable, which is a shame because Brad Pitt is an amazing actor. Same thing with
Yeah.
Michael Fassbender. I thought he was forgettable. Like I don't understand like when people praise this movie, they talk about Christoph Waltz, obviously, and they talk about the opening scene and the final
Yeah.
scene, but they never talk about what happens in the middle of the film. The middle of the film is it's bloated to me. Like I can't remember, and I've tried. I've watched this film like two or three times, and sometimes, bro, sometimes it's a chore for me to get through.
Mm.
Like after the opening scene, and then everything else is like, okay, let's get to the end. Because in the middle, it's just I don't know what it is. I get bored in the middle of the film.
What was that one scene though with, like, Christoph Waltz drinking them? Was he drinking milk? Or, like, he was drinking something, right?
In the opening scene, yeah.
Was that the
The
opening
guy
scene he was
offered him
drinking?
milk, and then he was
Yeah.
smoking a pipe. That's what I mean. Like
Like, he just
when
looked
Christoph
so
Waltz is
menacing.
not
I'm like,
on screen, it's whatever.
yeah.
He was so good in this movie that he made all the other actors in the film just like, they're fine, they're decent.
Mm,
Like the fact that Brad
mm.
Pitt is the lead in this movie is confusing to me because he's one of the least memorable characters in the movie.
But I
Like,
mean, he is the
admit it, he's not his character is not very memorable. It's not.
I mean, regardless though, I think he's the lead because Kristoff is the antagonist.
I get it. I get it.
It's like
But the
the
protagonist
movie.
should shine too. And he
I
didn't
mean, that's
shine in
true,
my
but
opinion.
I, I don't know if the movie was about Christoph Waltz. It was more so about Brad Pitt putting together that team of soldiers to take down Nazis.
I
So
guess.
it's like even though I do get what you're saying, I mean, it does feel like Christoph Waltz is the star of that movie because of his performance, but, like, when you take the plot of it into account, I don't know if the movie is about anything that Christoph Waltz does, but more so about how Brad Pitt's character just wants to it's just about taking down Nazis. They call themselves the Inglorious Bastards, and their mission is to, like and
I
they
get it.
do
Yeah.
as, like, a ritual, they just, like, cut off scalps, like,
When's the last time you saw Inglorious Bastards?
probably a couple years ago.
Okay.
But that's the same for most of these movies.
Okay.
I feel like
So I want you to give Inglorious Bastards a rewatch and see if it still holds up in your opinion. Because like I said,
yeah.
it has high highs but low lows. So I want to go C, you want to go A. So I guess we meet in the middle with B. That's only fair.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I guess we'll go with B.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah,
just
yeah.
meet in the
Because
middle.
listen. Even though it's my show, I still want to be fair. You know what I mean? But by the end of this episode, I'm gonna make some executive changes to it. So you'll see.
Okay.
All right. Django Unchained
S tier.
is S. Thank you.
S
Thank
tier.
you. We agree. Man,
No
man,
question.
man. One of the best revenge stories. Similar to Kill Bill, this is one of the best revenge stories, bro. Like,
Easily.
man, like Jamie Foxx was great. Christoph Waltz again, amazing.
Great.
But for me,
Ca-
the scene stealer is Leo.
Caprio.
Man,
Man.
the first hour and a half of that movie is great,
Album.
but when Leo comes on screen, that's when you're tuned in.
Even Sam Jackson, like, he acting like
Oh
Uncle
my
Ruckus.
god,
Like,
he was so diabolical.
he was
Oh
Uncle
that
Ruckus.
nigga, oh that.
No, what always cracks me up was when he's holding DiCaprio, like, after Django shoots him, like, at the end, and he's holding
So how about the act when he comes back for revenge at the end, and
uh,
Samuel Jackson is like, no, basically he shoots everybody, then he shoots
yeah,
Samuel Jackson in the leg. He leaves the dynamite in the house, when the house
yeah.
explodes at the end, and he's like, "Oh, Django, they're about to get your black ass. Just you wait, Django." And then he laughs. He's like, and then he explodes. I'm telling you, go back and watch it. It's so funny.
No, I need to watch that movie again because, yeah, it's so many things. There's so
His
many
Uncle
things about.
Ruckus to a T.
Yeah, no question. Even when he like rides in the horse, I forgot what he said. But there was like when you see Django on a horse,
Yeah.
who was that guy? What
Wait.
was he
Oh,
saying?
oh,
Or
you
like
mean when he came and visited the mansion? Yeah,
for the first time, yeah. And then
yeah.
Samuel Jackson was like, "Who is this?"
Oh, they go. Oh, there.
Yeah, that one, that one.
Oh, that was funny. Oh, but yeah, man, this movie is fantastic. Also, the music. Remember the guitar, the ding 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 ding.
Yeah,
It's like that Western vibe. Love that.
The Western score was just everything about it. S tier.
And it's very quotable. Where you say Django, Django.
And yo,
The D is silent.
the D is
Like
silent.
Jamie Foxx's delivery was
Yeah,
spot on with this.
because I'm thinking like, wait, wasn't Will Smith supposed to play Django?
He was, and then he
Yeah.
regretted because he saw how successful and beloved that film became. He was like, "Man, I should have, he should have taken it." But yep,
How am I gonna fumble two movies, The Matrix and freaking Django?
I
Like,
don't know, man.
I
I don't know,
I
man.
get it. Like
I don't.
I get it. He's one of like the biggest actors of our time, and he's been in so many blockbusters. But like, when you get handed The Matrix and Django Unchained, and you say that's just not for me. I mean, I'm glad Jamie Foxx ended up taking
Oh
the
yeah,
mantle. I'm like,
for sure,
how do you
for sure.
fumble that?
I don't know.
He
But
chose the wrong slave movie. How are you going to be an Emancipation
oh
and
yeah,
not Django?
Emancipation. I haven't even seen it, but I heard it was
Me
dog
neither.
shit.
I'm like, just pick Django. He was right there. Just pick
No,
Django.
no, I know, man. Oh man, but yeah, yeah. Django is without a doubt S tier. Now the Hateful Eight. I'm gonna let you start.
I was gonna put this in the B tier. Where are
You're
you gonna
tripping.
put it?
You're tripping. This
You
is
put it
at
in A
least
tier?
A. This is at least A. I'm telling you, bro. Like again, you've only seen it once. You need to
I won't.
rewatch it, bro.
I won't
Like
fight it.
this film is surprisingly rewatchable. For it to be a 3 hour movie,
But it's so
dog.
long. That's what I was gonna say.
But
Like,
but okay, okay. I've had this complaint. Listen, what you just said right there is how I
mhm,
felt the first time I watched it.
yeah,
When you watch it again, bro, even though it's 3 hours, the dialogue kept me engaged from beginning to end.
yeah,
And even though the entire movie, well, for the most part, it's like a bottle episode where it takes place in one setting,
yeah,
still the dialogue, the back and forth and the characters, it's I think it's one of the funniest films from his
mhm,
catalog. And it might be the best written movie. I'm not saying it's his best movie, but I think it's the
mm,
best written movie. For him to have little to zero action for a 3 hour
yeah,
movie and for it to be very dialogue heavy and for it to still be entertaining
yeah.
is pretty damn impressive. So I'm telling you, give it a rewatch.
I
It's
do need
so
to watch it again. What I appreciated was when uh which platform was it on? Was it Netflix when they like
it's a
wrote
Netflix movie. Yeah.
Netflix? Well, yeah, because they released the director's cut and they like broke it up
Yep.
into parts.
Yep. Yep.
I appreciated that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I,
Yeah. Yeah.
I like and they broke it up into parts, kind of like a show where like you can watch each part
Yeah.
separately. But like,
Yeah.
I mean, first time I saw it, I saw it like
Yeah.
from
From
beginning to end. But like, if they had done that, I think it would have been easier to watch it. But I
the
guess I do need to watch it again. So if you want to put
yeah.
it the A tier, I'm not opposed to it.
Oh yeah. Yeah. This is absolutely A tier. Absolutely. I'm telling you,
Yeah,
bro, it's that good. And I haven't seen the extended cut when they broke it down to 4 episodes, but now I'm thinking about doing it because I want to know. I don't know
you
how
should.
much more. I don't know how much more content has been added, but I
Yeah,
am curious to check it out. But maybe you should watch it like that, like from episode by episode. I think that would make it easier for you to go through the
probably,
runtime. You know? Yeah.
probably more digestible. But
Yeah.
all right, we have one more.
That's one. Once
The
upon
your
a time in.
least favorite one.
Oh, I told you this is. Yeah.
The one you complain about the most.
I don't understand why people love this movie so much. I don't get it. There are many Tarantino fans that will tell you to your face that this is his best movie. And I just don't get it. Like, what was the story? There's no story to this.
It's a
There
great movie.
isn't. Listen, okay, you know what? Why don't you tell me? But before I get on my rant for this, you go first. Tell me
Come on, you
why you love this.
come on, you got Rick Dalton,
Okay.
and then like well,
Yeah,
Brad Pitt was Rick Dalton, right? Or was that DiCaprio?
no,
No,
no, Rick Dalton
DiCaprio
was Leo. It was
was
Leo.
Leo, yeah. And then Brad Pitt was what was the stunt guy's name? I'm trying to remember
I
his
forgot.
name.
I forgot. Oh, Cliff. Cliff. Cliff something. His name was Cliff.
Like Cliff, yeah, Cliff something, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Anyways, like I don't know their relationship, and then like Cliff,
yeah.
like going over to see the hippies and like that last scene when DiCaprio takes out that flamethrower, starts killing all the hippies, and one of them like jumps in the pool. That's
You love that, huh?
hilarious.
You love that, huh?
That scene is hilarious. Margot Robbie with her dirty ass feet in the theater, like yo,
Again,
that was
another
wild.
instance where Tarantino is showing his foot fetish side. because he did it
Yeah,
with Kill Bill and he did it with the other one. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like, what is up with that? But it's like it's very quotable. Like so many memes have come from that movie. DiCaprio on that couch. Was like,
that one where he's like, yeah.
that one, and then like just I don't know. I think it's just like again another instance of just absurdity mixed with humor. It's just very unique and very telling of what the industry was like back in the day.
Where would you put it? Like, be honest.
I want to put it between B and A, but I probably put it in the B tier if I had to choose because I can't put it up against the Hateful Eight.
All right,
I know you want to
cool.
put it in the D tier, so
No, no, maybe lower than D. I don't know, but okay.
that's crazy.
Listen. Yes, from a filmmaking standpoint, it's great. The acting is great. Cinematography is great. But dog, this movie was supposed to be about Rick Dalton, who is this TV star from the 1950s, 60s, or whatever, that is struggling to
Mm,
like as the film industry is, constantly changing, with like
yeah,
advanced tech and the way films are being shot. I thought the whole thing was supposed to be about him going through that struggle because he used to be
yeah,
such a big star and now he's trying to keep up with the new changes and the new ways of filmmaking. So I
yeah,
thought that's what this whole movie was supposed to be. That's why I enjoyed the first 20 minutes of this movie because that's what it was about. I
hmm,
was like, okay, this is interesting. And Brad Pitt playing his stunt double,
yeah,
who, doesn't get enough love and respect, but is still a stunt double and his best friend, I think. I remember. So
yeah,
that's cool. For me, this movie takes a nosedive once the hippies come. What was the point of that? What was the point of the subplot with the hippies, with Margaret Qualley, Sydney Sweeney, Mikey Madison, even
yeah,
Austin Butler? Like, what did that have to do with the story? To me, it felt like a distraction. It felt like
mm,
Tarantino just shoehorned this random ass,
yeah,
subplot, which seems like it's supposed to be a big deal because they're in the movie for a good amount,
yeah,
but it led to nothing in my opinion. Okay, so Cliff met these hippies, and I forgot what he did, but he did something to piss them off or something. And
yeah.
then they're getting their revenge. They sneak into the house, and then he gets a flamethrower, and then he just, burns all of them. All right. But again, it's like it doesn't make sense to the overall structure. Like you can have subplots in a movie as long as it makes sense with the main plot line. Cool. This did not make any sense at all. And another thing,
Mm,
why is Margot Robbie in this movie? What was the point of her character?
mm,
She doesn't meet the two main guys until the last minute of the film. And we see these random shots of her going to different parties, her going to a movie theater barefoot. She's picking her feet up in the air and watching a movie, eating popcorn. Like,
he's in the movie,
it makes no sense to the story.
but
It
she's
sounds so random. This movie is so confusing, bro. Like,
cinema eye candy. She's the eye candy of the movie. You see
so, so,
Margot
so, so,
Robbie,
so,
like,
so, so, that,
oh,
so that's her role. She's the eye candy of Hollywood.
I
That's what it
mean,
is.
wasn't DiCaprio in love with her, or who was in love with her?
Dog, I just told you they didn't meet until the last minute of the
To
film. They
the
don't
end.
know each other.
I could
She's
have
she
sworn he was
like
in love with
like
her in
like
that movie.
Leo and Brad Pitt are here. She's all the way over there. They've never met,
Yeah,
at least from what I can remember. But yeah,
I mean,
it makes no sense.
that could have been why. Maybe she played. Maybe it was to introduce her in the end when all that stuff happens. Like, hey, you want to come over to my house?
Wow. So you waste 2.5 hours of the film, or however long this movie is, for the three people to meet for them two and Margot Robbie to unite with each other. And I don't know if you remember, but I remember because I was excited for this movie when it came out in 2019 because they did this
Yeah,
whole promo for the film, and it was Leo, Brad Pitt, and Margot Robbie for in damn near every interview they've done, which makes you assume that the three of them are playing such an important role in the film,
Yeah.
including Margot Robbie. But no, no, Margot Robbie's character is not essential to the story at all.
Hmm.
It's really Leo and Brad Pitt. Those are the two essential ones. So those are all my reasons as to why I don't like this movie, and I don't understand why people put it above Pulp Fiction and Kill Bill and Django J. Even you can admit that for this to be number one is ridiculous. Because a lot of people think it is number one. A lot of people think that this is his peak. I don't know. But
I mean, listen, that's fair, but I'm running the show now, so we're putting in the B tier.
excuse me, this is not called altermission. This is called
Should be,
mintermission. This ain't
should
your
be. I mean,
show.
it rolls off the tongue better. I mean, when you think about it, altermission kind of sounds like Altoids. I don't even know. So, just put it in the
What are
B
you
tier.
talking about?
Just put it in the B tier.
Nah, no, no, no. Okay, 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 okay. I want to put it D. You want to put it at B. I guess we'll put it at C. Ain't no way you're convincing me that this is a B tier. There's
Or you
no,
could put it in the B tier and make it very easy.
nah. I'm putting a C tier to be fair. But like I said, at the end of this episode, I am fixing this because
All right.
even it being at C tier is crazy to me. I would rather watch Jackie Brown 10 times over Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. And I don't even love Jackie.
What?
Yes, at least Jackie Brown was cohesive. It had a direction.
Mm,
This movie did not have a direction at all. Oh, here's another good fact. You
mm.
remember Babylon? The one with
Yep.
Brad Pitt and Margot Robbie?
Margot Robbie. Yep.
Babylon? Babylon is what Once Upon a Time in Hollywood should have been. If you
Mm,
are going to tell a story about a specific time
yeah.
that took place in Hollywood and the transition that it was making, Babylon did it much better than Once Upon a Time in Hollywood because at least it stuck to that vision.
I hear
You know what
you.
I'm saying? It was like it.
But that one was really long. That movie was really long. That was like, yo, how long was it, like 3 hours, 3.5 hours?
No, it was 3 hours. It was 3 hours.
3 hours. But that was a
But
long movie. I
to me,
mean,
it's
it was a good movie.
I think it's miles better than Once Upon a Time in Hollywood by a country mile. It is long, but I would rather rewatch it over this any day.
I mean,
Again,
I
I
guess.
I don't get it. Maybe I need to give it a rewatch. I've only seen it once, but I doubt I'm going to change my mind. I think people praise this movie so much because it's Leo and Brad Pitt, two of the hottest white male actors that a lot of people love that are in a Quentin Tarantino movie. So I think that alone is going to get people excited to is going to get people very excited to go see it, and deservingly so because they're both incredible actors. But let's be honest,
Yeah.
the story is trash. It makes no sense. And I don't get it, man. I don't get it. But
But
well, go ahead. Huh?
just want to point out to people watching at home, you could tell how much he hates this movie because this is the longest amount of time that we spent talking about
Listen,
any of these movies.
Alex, I was prepared for this shit, bro, because I knew this was going to be a heavy debate and I was preparing to go on a rant for this. We don't know when he's going to make his next movie, his final film,
He
but a
has
lot
one
of
more.
people don't want him to because they think this is the perfect end to his
His
filmography. They think this is the
filmography.
perfect like way to close the curtains. You know what I mean? If he's going to make another movie, it has to be better than this. He can't end his career with this piece of turd right here.
No, come on. I
Nah,
mean,
man.
if I wouldn't be mad if this is how he ended his
Well, of
filmography,
course not, because you like
I,
the movie. Yeah.
but like, I know he has one. I feel like he has one more left, and I feel like he can make another amazing movie to end everything.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And damn, it sucks that he canceled the movie critic. because that was meant to be his final film, and then he canceled it.
Mm.
And do you remember what he said in an interview why he canceled the production?
What
Because
was it? Attitude?
he didn't think a movie called The Movie Critic would get people interested to go see it. And I'm like, dog, that is a bullshit excuse. You are Quentin Tarantino. People
Yeah.
are gonna watch your movie regardless because of who
Yeah.
you are.
That's true.
People are gonna watch it regardless.
Yeah.
You are the draw of your movies. It's very
Yeah.
rare for a director to be the draw because
Yeah,
of his
for
work.
sure.
Yeah.
No question.
So yeah, that's our tier list for Quentin Tarantino's filmography. Let us know if you guys agree or disagree. Where do you think we're tripping? Do you think we're right? Let us know. So let me stop sharing. And all right. So I have one more section for us to do before we
Okay.
end it. When it comes to movie podcasts, they share hot takes,
Yeah.
and you've shared a very hot take recently that I need to share with my audience that I think is absolutely absurd. So let me give you some context, folks. This man said that Keanu Reeves is a better actor than Jake Gyllenhaal.
I stand by
Let me
that.
repeat that. No. Let me repeat that one more time. This man said Keanu Reeves is a better actor than Jake Gyllenhaal, which is now that is one of your worst takes, bro.
Let me
Honestly.
tell you, I stand by that because Jake Gyllenhaal wasn't in the Matrix. He wasn't going. Imagine doing that and just going, "I know kung fu." You think Jake Gyllenhaal would say, "I know kung fu"?
Okay. Alex, I think you're confusing movie catalog with acting skills. If someone said
No.
No, let me finish. Let me finish. If someone said Keanu Reeves' catalog is better than Jake Gyllenhaal's, I wouldn't argue it because he has pretty good movies. He's got the John Wick franchise, he's got The Matrix, he's got Speed and whatever. But the skill of acting, bro,
Mm.
he's not close to Jake Gyllenhaal's level. Like, what are you talking about? Jake Gyllenhaal has more range than Keanu Reeves. I don't think you've watched enough of Jake Gyllenhaal's films, but for me, what makes someone a great actor, well, one of the things that makes someone a great actor is if they can make me feel a certain way. Like Jake Gyllenhaal has a couple of films that made me feel either intense, terrified, or emotional. And if I'm being honest, dog, Keanu Reeves has done neither of those things for me. I still like Keanu Reeves. I think he's good, but the emotions that I get from Jake Gyllenhaal, that is a testament to how amazing of an actor he is if he can move the audience. With Keanu Reeves, he's a superior movie star than Jake. I'll give you that. He's a bigger movie star, but that's got nothing to do with the skill of acting. Yeah, The Rock is a bigger movie star than Jake Gyllenhaal, but is The Rock a great actor? Not really. You think he's great? You tripping? You
Keanu Reeves, great. Everybody's great except for Jake Gyllenhaal. Listen, best scene in Donnie Darko was when that plane crashed in his house. I was like, yeah.
think Keanu Reeves can do what Jake Gyllenhaal did in Donnie Darko to make us believe that you have been possessed, that you have been compromised by this bunny or whatever that creature
Come on,
was.
he would have been
You
like,
think Keanu Reeves can do that? I
he
don't
would have
think
been
so.
like,
Nah.
"You want me to kill everyone in the school? I'll do it
I wouldn't
because
mind
I
if
know
Keanu
kung
Reeves did
fu.
that. Nah.
I know kung fu." Oh,
Nah, nah. You're just sleeping on Jake Gyllenhaal. That's what you're doing.
come on. Think about how much better Brokeback Mountain would have been.
You haven't even
If you
seen Brokeback Mountain. Shut the hell up. You haven't even
but like,
seen it.
I have not, but I feel it'd be so much
Nah.
better. It was just like, that would have been a much better movie.
Okay. I think if you watch Brokeback Mountain, you might change your mind. Because I don't think Keanu Reeves can do something like that. When Keanu Reeves does something that's not action, is it great? We saw Good Fortune, and you agreed with me that his performance was kind of mid in Good
I
Fortune.
mean,
It
compared to
was mid.
Seth, it was okay. But I mean, he is getting older too. That's another thing. So
Don't give me that. Don't give me that. There are plenty of great actors that are old that can still act their asses off. Don't give me that. No, no, he can't do action stunts anymore because he's getting
yeah,
old. But acting, no, no, that is a BS excuse. I'm telling you, I think my audience would think you're tripping. I am going to do a poll, whether it's on YouTube or TikTok, if I'm going to crop this, and we'll see by the number of votes who thinks is a better actor between Keanu Reeves and Jake Gyllenhaal. And listen, for the people who are wait, hear me out. For the people who are listening, don't be like this guy and confuse catalog with acting skills. You can say you enjoy Keanu Reeves movies more. That's fine. But we're talking about acting. He is nowhere near Jake Gyllenhaal. I'm telling you.
it's no in the comments, guys. Spam them. Spam them. Come
Absolutely
on.
not.
Spam the
Absolutely not.
comments.
No, no, no. Okay, you know what it's like, dog? Let me give you an example.
Let's hear it.
Denzel Washington is a better actor than Samuel L. Jackson. Can we agree? Just from the skill of acting, Denzel is better, right?
I have to
Come
think
on.
about that one. I got to think about that one.
Are you serious?
Come on,
You think
Sam
they're
Jackson.
close?
Come
It's
on, he's very.
Denzel we're talking about.
I
Denzel.
know. Sam Jackson can be convinced, very convincing.
I'm not
And
saying he isn't great, but he's not Denzel. He's not.
I feel like they're very close, but I guess I would agree.
Okay. However, I personally enjoy Samuel L. Jackson's movies more. His movies are more rewatchable for me. If I'm being honest, there's only like a handful of Denzel films that are rewatchable. As great as Denzel is, a lot of his films are good one watches, in my opinion, like Malcolm X,
Hmm.
Fences. Those movies aren't rewatchable. They're great movies, but they're not
Come on,
like
Training
Samuel
Day.
Jackson has the MCU. He has
Yeah, he
Pulp
does.
Fiction, like we said. Like his catalog is more enjoyable, but Denzel, as far as being an actor, nah, he's better. This is the same situation with Keanu Reeves and Jake Gyllenhaal. Just trying to make you understand where I'm coming from. This.
It's
No
no in the
better.
comments.
Nah, nah, nah. Anyways, I just wanted to call you out on it. Anyways, that wraps it up for this episode of Minter Mission. Alex, thank you for coming. Appreciate you. I'm glad that you were the first guest, and maybe I'll invite you again. We'll see.
I had a great time. Like,
Oh yeah.
thank you for having me. And like, next time, take out the ads. Like, I felt like I was watching Hulu again. Like, what's with all the ads? Right when we get to the good parts, it's like,
Dog,
ooh,
I'm not paying $20 a month for an ad-free subscription for Tiermaker. I'm just not
come
doing that. I
on.
have too many subscriptions. Nah.
You can't be
Unless
frugal with me. We
unless
have
unless you
history.
unless you
You
want to
can't
help
be
me
frugal.
pay. Unless you want to help me pay for them.
Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you
All
next
right, all right,
time.
all right. We'll see you guys next time. Take care. Peace.